Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pouring Takes with Charlie and Rayya. Charlie is in time out. Rayya, tell me what's going on.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pouring Takes Podcast. We're here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club, and like producer Tanner just mentioned, our friend Charlie here is in time out. Brandon, do you remember what happened?
I think he just zoned out during the last show and just started talking about nonsense that we weren't talking about.
Yeah, I believe that we were analyzing the Bills and Ravens game, upcoming game.
Yeah.
By the way, fantastic game last night.
Oh, it's so good.
And when we asked for his game pick, he started talking about Baker and the Bucks.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. He's like, I've always loved the Sooners and Baker Mayfield, I think is what he said.
Yeah, and we both looked at each other being like, where did Baker come from?
And like true professionals, y'all rolled right by it.
Yes, we did.
No,
and for
we
that,
chastised him and said, you're in timeout.
And for that, he is serving time in the penalty box until we release him.
5-minute major.
Yep, as promised. Well, we're really glad that you guys are here on this football Monday Night Football.
That's right.
Kick off here with the Bears and
September
the
8th.
Vikings. September
Football
8th, yes.
is back.
And week one was so much fun. We're going to get into some of that nonsense. We're going to talk Cowboys, and more Cowboys.
Yes.
A lot going on there. But first, guys, while this man over here is in timeout, tell me weekend highlight for you guys.
Oh, I had another big concert.
Yes, you did.
Weekend concert series of seeing nostalgia 90s bands. This one's kind of more 2000s, but the Brandon growing up bands was in full force this weekend, where I went and saw Simple Plan with Bowling for Soup, 303, and Lolo, which Lolo is new. She just came on the scene recently, but check her out. She's awesome.
What's her vibe, man?
Very emo. Like, her merch says, crying is very emo. That's what her shirt says, like, at the merch stand. So she represents the emo, trendy emo.
Is she a Cowboys fan?
She's Canadian, so I doubt it.
Yeah.
Maple Leafs. They cry a lot.
Oh, boy.
But she's a lot of fun. But, of course, Bowling for Soup, hometown, they were awesome. They never disappoint. And then Simple Plan was fantastic. So checking another couple bands off the list before my When We Were Young show in a month.
How many days?
I think we're at about 35. I don't know the exact number, but the October 18th. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So
Gonna go
little over a month.
desert.
Little over a month.
What percentage of this concert were you standing in preparation for When We Were Young?
Not as much as the last time. Last time
See,
I
now I'm
stood
invested.
the whole time. This time I was sitting until the band started, and then in between Lolo and 303 I sat as well, but I stood the rest of the time. So I would say I stood for 75% of this one.
Okay, I ain't mad at
So
that.
like 3 hours?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
All right, that's a high water mark.
No, it was more than that. It was about 5 hours because
5 hours.
it was at the
God damn.
place out there in Irving. What's it called?
Music Factory.
Yeah, Toyota Music Factory. So you park and it's like $55, but then you go into another restaurant and get the little scan to validate, and you have
Nice,
7 hours from that moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dope.
so we did the little scan after we had some pizza and had 7 hours, and I think I left with about an hour left on that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Tanner?
Man, I didn't do shit. I just watched a bunch of football. I watch football every night.
Which game was your favorite?
That Sao Paulo game was really fun for
Yeah.
the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, just seeing a whole stadium full of football fans, American football fans abroad. You know, it makes me feel like a camaraderie. Like, I just picked Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
So having fandoms in sports that aren't even in your country, I think that's a really fun.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to the Olympics when we're going to get to see what all these other countries are going to do in flag football.
Yeah,
See
the
really
flag
how
football
much
I
the
think
game
is
has
the
translated.
real sports export because no other country in their right mind is going to let their kids beat their heads against a wall like we do.
No way.
To
No
be
way. They'll
fair,
be like, these
to
Americans
be
are
fair,
crazy.
combat sports better in other countries than in America.
Yeah, they are.
So don't knock the violence till
Oh,
you try
boy.
it.
Yeah, but I think there is something different. Boxing is different, but like MMA, like I feel like the concussion talk that was so rampant a decade ago didn't really revolve around MMA. It was around football.
True.
And it was around.
But bad things happen in MMA all the time, and I
You
can
right.
talk about
Yeah.
that for days. We can talk about weight cutting. We can talk about overtraining. We can talk about burnout. But we don't have to.
That's right.
Because today is not an MMA day.
No, it's not. It is
Uh,
a strictly football day.
All football,
That's right.
all day.
Fantasy teams went 4 for 4.
Show off.
Suck
I don't
Brandon.
want to talk about fantasy.
I-
It was a very bad fantasy weekend for me.
I only won one matchup, and
I
it was an
Didn't even
hour
do
league.
that.
Oh,
Didn't even
man.
win.
I
didn't
was
even win one.
favored in both of my other matchups, and I lost. Thank you, Josh Allen.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Josh Allen with 70 goddamn
How
points.
great was that game last night? You want to talk about great games?
Yes.
Last night's game
Incredible.
was freaking fire.
Incredible.
Just remember, like, I don't know why I always knock down the Bills. Like, we did the game picks last week, and I chose the
picked 'em.
Ravens.
Yeah.
I never trust the Bills, and then they always make me look stupid.
Josh Allen.
Yeah,
He's
Josh Allen.
He's a beast.
He's incredible. We'll get to that in a little while. I want to ask Charlie what he did for his weekend.
Are you awake in there? Are we?
I
are
think
we
he's taking a nap.
released? Are we out of the penalty box now?
It has been more than 5 minutes.
All
Okay,
right.
Charlie, you can
Welcome
join us.
back,
You can
Charlie
join us.
Van.
Look at this guy. Awake from his nap, and he's ready to go.
To be honest, that couch is very dangerous.
Yeah.
If you're laying back, was not a
Scoot in a little, Charlie. There you
Yeah,
go.
I don't bite
Oh.
most
too
days.
relaxed.
That's
We
beautiful.
got a new setup this week, which is good.
Yeah, this reminds me of our old couch days. All right, Charlie, you had a wild weekend. I got a text saying, hey, nobody's heard from Charlie in 24 hours. Can anybody get a proof of life?
Sorry.
Wow.
I guess we figured out who sent that.
Charlie's going to return back to the timeout box. Just put these on.
Just having a wild weekend, boy. You're a
Wow.
party animal.
While I'm wearing these, right? All the lights. Yeah, no, it was a very festive Saturday. I shout out to the Datey.
Okay.
Went to the event at Over Under, watched a bunch of college football.
Did you clean up, man?
We'll figure out what definition of cleanup is.
That's a no.
But
Be nice, both of you.
Hey, it's called effort. E.
Hey,
No,
man, he goes to a
I'm
Better
right there
than
with
some of
you.
my teams did this weekend in
Yeah.
fantasy. No, it was a lot of fun. Huge turnout at Over Under. Once again, shout out to Abby and the Datey. It was fun watching what shirts, like what teams people represent. A little bit of Texas, of course. Quite a few Texas Tech, OU.
You ever play sports shirt bingo?
No.
Because
Oh,
that's
that's
a
fun.
fun game. When we used to go to spring training, we would play that. Because, half of the spring training teams are in Arizona. So we would kind of create a little card and mark it off if we saw,
This
Padres.
is so up my alley.
So wait, do
it
you
is
Sounds like
switch
something I
shirts
would
with
do.
them?
What?
You switch shirts with
No.
them?
No,
No
you.
one said anything about changing clothes,
No.
Charlie.
That's some
No,
shit I
nobody
would
took
do.
their shirts off. One year we were playing with
This
take a
couch
picture
brings
with
something
them,
out
right?
of you.
To verify that you saw it, you'd take a picture with them.
Oh,
But
that's cute.
But yeah, we only did that once with the pictures. But that was a fun little game, and you can kind of play it at concerts too, because we were kind of talking about that at the show on Saturday. It's like, oh, there's a Papa Roach shirt, there's a Blink-182 shirt, like My Chemical Romance. You can spot them all.
That's right.
Gotta catch them all like Pokemon.
It's like Pokemon, yeah.
I would say after that, just, typical bar hopping shenanigans. I will say I want to give a shout out, though, to the Stadium Splash there at the VCC, the Village, because
Yeah.
starting Thursday with the Cowboys game, that was so much fun just chilling in the pool, these big TVs. It's what I did yesterday, watch Sunday football. So very cool concept. Hope
So
they
you-
bring it back.
You're watching football in the pool.
In the pool.
That's
Oh,
the way
nothing-
to do it.
Yeah,
there's nothing
It was
wrong
a
with that.
beautiful weekend, too, because, normally it's like 100 degrees out.
I was just gonna
Not-
say the
yeah.
weather's been phenomenal here.
It was a good weekend.
So it was
Makes up
I
for
mean,
that rainy Labor Day.
Friday was rainy, I believe,
Yes,
right?
Friday
yeah, Friday
was the
kind of was. I was in the apartment, but I could hear it. I was like, it sounds like it's pouring.
Oh, yeah, the shitstorm at night. That's right.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
Watered all my plants. I got huge okra.
hell yeah. We love a big okra. Anyway,
Fried.
What are these shots about, Rayya?
Yeah.
I'm getting there. You can't rush perfection.
You're right. You're right.
It's in the script. I literally wrote it
I'm
for
looking
you.
at it. It's the next thing.
We're improv
Yeah,
now.
I have to do intros.
Oh, you're
let,
right. My
Let the
bad.
Segway Queen
Yeah.
do her thing.
The queen of transitions here.
You're right.
Hello. Tanner just rushing over. Rushing better like
Tanner,
Jalen
you're in
Hurts
timeout
did.
next week.
Yep.
Anyway, let's jump into it. As Tanner says, week 1, so much fun. Football is back, and we are pretty happy, right? We're not like over the moon happy, but we're happy enough.
It could have been worse.
Speak for yourself. I'm 4 for 4. I'm high flying, baby.
Yeah, well, not fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy, I'm not happy.
Yeah. It's a
Tanner,
nightmare.
Tanner had beaten me by the halftime of the noon game, so I was like, I'm out.
Okay, guys, but we saw our Cowboys go into Philly and put on a really gutsy show, only
Yeah.
losing by 4. 24-20 was the final score. Surviving Spitgate, a rain delay. And you know what? We saw some pretty cool things, but one thing we didn't see is any of our shot takes come to life.
No.
That's true.
As a refresher, all 4 takes, totally possible, right? Charlie over here was calling a CD Lamb and Jadon Blue score. Guess what? Jadon Blue, healthy scratch. CD Lamb,
Did
no
not play.
touchdowns. Brandon over here said 140 yards for Saquon Barkley. Cowboys D locked him up, didn't even touch 100.
Pretty good.
So I
Man.
guess you reverse jinxed him.
I did. That was my goal all along.
Tanner over here, Mr. Pessimist,
That's true.
had 2 interceptions for Dak Prescott, as well as 3 kicks for Brandon Aubrey.
That's right.
And me,
I didn't get any of those.
No.
Dak plays his best game.
He only had one interception, kind of almost.
almost
Yeah.
interception.
Worthy.
Almost
I
a
know.
moment, yeah.
It's kind of on.
It
CD.
was on CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will get into that. And then lastly, I said that Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley would combine for 4 touchdowns or more.
You were close.
They had 3.
Yeah.
So because we don't believe in partial credit and because we all messed, we have to pay our shot bet.
We do.
Oh,
So
All right.
over here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club, if you come during happy hour, you could get a shot of Fireball for only $4.
can't afford not to.
So cheers to week 1 of Cowboys football. Cheers, Tanner.
Cheers.
Like ears, but with a cha.
It would be financially irresponsible not to do it.
Exactly.
Man,
Exactly.
You know what? Fireball to me tastes like football season. Like,
Yeah, it does.
I don't drink it until football comes on.
Same with green tea.
I don't think I've had
I
a
drink less green
Fireball
teas now.
shot in 7
They
years.
can be a little sweet. I like Fireball.
I
in
prefer
football.
Fireball over green teas now. Like, I'm the same way. I immediately get, like, acid reflux when I do green tea shots.
It depends on how, because I've had some not so sweet, but then it's like too watered down, and then you get one that's just tart, and you're like, all right.
Well, we have our thing now. We are rolling with the Fireballs. So
That's
let's
right.
talk about this game, you guys. One of the big things that happened that led off the game, 12 seconds in, Jalen Carter from the Eagles gets thrown out of the game for spitting on Dak Prescott.
Hilarious.
Crazy. When you play the tape back, you see a little bit of a tiff between the offensive line for the Cowboys and Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter seems to be picking on the rookies. Dak Prescott's not having it. And as Dak is talking, he spits on the ground.
in
not-
the direction of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not on, but kind of at.
Yeah.
And this causes Jalen Carter to kind of lose his head a little bit and spit directly on Dak Prescott, which, disgusting, by the way. The number of times they showed that replay in slow motion, why?
And Dak just goes, dude,
Yeah.
What?
Spitting on the ground, there's a difference here.
dude. And then the ref was right there and just said, you're gone.
Yeah. You're
that,
out.
I mean, that is, we all know spitting on somebody is like easily top 3 most disrespectful things you can do to a
100%.
person.
Super gross.
Yeah, super gross.
I don't know where your mouth has been.
Ugh. I don't know what's been in your mouth. But anyway,
Yikes.
And it's flu season, too. It's coming up.
That is
true
true.
that.
So-
True that. Those germs travel. But tell me this, you guys. One of the conversations that was in our group chat specifically was, if Spitgate doesn't happen, how much does that alter the way this game actually shook out? And I'm going to start with you, Charlie Van.
Well, you took out the best defensive player, especially, we've talked about this run-wise, so it does have a high impact. And when you're looking at those odds in the Eagles' favor, the big spread is because of someone like Jalen Carter, So it does affect it, for sure.
Yeah, like especially when it's unannounced, right? If they kind of went into the game knowing he's a game time decision, maybe he'll play, maybe he won't, and then all of a sudden he doesn't play, they've kind of schemed up a different game plan for him not to be in there. But when that happens, like as the game starts, they don't have. It's going to take them a minute to adjust to their game plan, right? So that might be one of the reasons you saw the Cowboys actually running pretty well early on in the game, and then once the second half started, and before the Lightning issue, they started to adjust, and the run game wasn't as functional for the Cowboys because it took the Eagles a little bit to adjust to not having their best defensive player.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I could think about is, we saw Javonte Williams essentially pop off. Great game, 2 touchdowns. We didn't expect that. We didn't expect much from the Dallas running game, but them not having Jalen Carter on that front line
It definitely
really
helped.
impacted that. That, and I think Dak having all the time in the world to throw the ball. Dak was barely pressured, didn't take any sacks, threw 34 times, they definitely missed their big disruptor, and I think had he been in the game, we would have definitely had more trouble than we did.
I agree with that. I think it threw them off guard, and it took them, like I said, a minute to recalibrate.
Tanner, anything to add on Spitgate?
Oh, dude, if that hadn't gone down, my prediction would have stood.
You think he would have thrown 2 interceptions?
Oh, dude, okay. First, there would have been pressure, period.
Yeah.
Which there wasn't. They were completely scrambling. You notice the Cowboys really didn't do much in the second half. All of their main scoring and all their pressure was due to the Eagles defense just not knowing what to do next. Their whole core concept was obliterated. So, I mean, I stick to my guns on that one, but I'm also the villain. So
I will also say there was another contributor that I think helped to give him more time to adapt for Dallas was the Lightning.
Yep.
Having that rest time to really group, you could tell they were completely. And I said this to somebody at the pool. I was like, this is going to change for Philly right now. This is not good for Philly. You kind of have Cowboys a little bit on the ropes, at least with that momentum. And now they have time to think. They're like, all right, we're realizing how we're going to adapt here. And they did. Maybe they didn't score another touchdown, but it was definitely a different game.
Yeah,
Plus,
I just
Trayvon got some food.
Yeah, Trayvon got some food. So
I love that was such a focal point in the
hey,
delay.
when you're hungry.
We knew exactly what they were eating, when they were
He had
eating,
goals.
how they got their food,
Yeah.
visiting Field Suites, eating Uncrustables. By the way, Uncrustables, underrated snack.
I
I
just had my
fucking
first
love
one,
them.
and they're the truth, man.
You see-
I don't know
Nothing
what to
wrong
tell
with
you.
Uncrustables.
I don't have the stat, but they showed a stat a couple months ago how many Uncrustables are consumed in the NFL.
Oh, it's
It's just a crazy
millions.
amount. Look it up.
Yeah,
but
they
it's a
did
big.
say that. And you know what? When I was at Disney World during spring break, that was like the big giveaway at Epcot. They were like, if you go to this pavilion during this time, you're going to get free Uncrustables. Like, what?
Okay.
Why? Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to say no. I'm a fan.
The
I
kids
love
love 'em.
Uncrustables. I'm an adult and I love Uncrustables.
Incredible. Shout out.
Yeah,
Alright.
sponsor us.
Yeah, let's do it.
We love snacks. But let's get into this lightning delay a little bit more. And to set the scene, we got about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Miles Sanders just fumbles
Yeah.
the ball near the goal line, essentially.
Yeah,
Or,
has
you
like
know.
a 40-yard run and then just fumbles.
And then we have to shut it all down, go to the locker rooms. The lightning delay lasts about an hour and 5 minutes. We saw in the first half an offensive explosion from both teams. There was no punting, none in the first
Yeah.
half. Second half of the game was quite the defensive showdown. Charlie kind of already alluded to it. It did impact both teams. Brandon, do you have anything to add to what Charlie's already said?
Well, the decline in offense started before the Lightning, right? So they were already starting to adjust. But to Charlie's point, I don't think it helped either team, but probably hurt the Eagles more based on the momentum they were starting to build and the fact that even though the Cowboys kept it close, I think we still all agree the Eagles are a better team, right?
Absolutely.
So a delay like that's going to hurt the better team a little more because chaos benefits the underdog, right? So
And the away team too.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I think the Lightning wasn't beneficial to either team, but probably kept it a little closer than it might have been if they didn't have the Lightning.
Yeah,
delay.
I want to say, like, I agree with you guys, and I also think about it in the perspective from the athlete. Like, you're stuck in that locker room, especially the visitor locker room. Like, if you're in your home locker room, you probably have like a game console you can fuck around with. You've
Yeah.
got, you know, where all your snacks are. You have all these other options. Like the Cowboys locker room, for example, has a ping pong table in there.
Yeah, they got things to do.
There's activities. You can keep yourself busy, keep yourself warm. When you're on the road, it's just like, you're kind of stuck. You're stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Trayvon Diggs had ants in his pants and was like, I'm going to go look for food and talk to strangers. Like,
That's what I do too.
could you imagine? But, like, a cowboy asking for food in Philly? Like, how was that not, like, tainted or, like, fucked with? You know what I mean? Like, dangerous territory. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
as an athlete, you're just kind of stuck in this phase. And then you have to, like, re-warm up and re-psych yourself up, get back in the game, get in the right headspace. It's just so
like
complicated.
re-stretched out, everything. Right?
Yeah,
Like
there's a whole process, and an hour and 5 minutes, that's longer than a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very
miserable. But yeah, I definitely felt like both offenses completely fell apart after that lightning delay.
Yeah.
Like nobody could connect with each other. We'll get to CeeDee Lamb's drops later, but I think it was just really hard for both teams to get on the right page and continue what was in the first half with like the scoring explosion.
Yeah, it's probably a little shocking for both of them.
Ha! Drink.
Oh my goodness. Hey, speaking of drinks, a very kind gentleman whose name I'll get in a moment is buying us a round of shots.
Oh.
What a gentleman.
I like it.
I appreciate it, gentlemen.
We
Yeah.
love this.
He'll come
Heck
around in
yes.
a minute.
And
But,
and for our audience
exciting.
out there, if you want to buy us a round of drinks or drink with us, we are here every Monday.
That's right.
Around 6:30 is when we start recording. So if you want to come visit,
Come be a part of the show, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's exciting? It is officially Monday Night Football.
Oh, dude.
When we started this, we started October last year here, I should say, and every Monday's been like electric, so having Monday Night Football, it's just, whew, here we go.
That's right. And we do have a Monday night football game on our schedule. I'm smelling a live stream.
Yeah, we could do that at the house. I'll set up the big screen. Everybody come on out. I'll set up the bean bags in the yard, Charlie. Have a big old time.
Oh, you have my lunch.
You know
so
I
I'm
love
set.
a good beanbag.
Hey!
All right. Let's talk about this game a little more.
Yeah.
Besides lightning, Spitgate, let's get into the actual meat, the actual football, the pigskin, if you will.
Okay.
Let's start with this. This was Coach Shoddy's first game as a head coach. Charlie Van, how do you think he did?
I thought he did really well. I mean, we just talked about those adjustments. I felt this team came to play. Spitgate aside, they fought.
Yeah.
They really did. They felt ready. There was never a moment in the game where I felt like there was really a lack of composure. And it's not just with Dak. We'll get into that. But it's just a whole team on both sides. I never felt like they were overwhelmed in any way. Their head wasn't in it. I love the play calling. I love the mix of running and throwing and running, which we haven't seen as much of that in the last two
Yeah.
coaches, especially not McCarthy in the last year. You didn't really you saw the run game late.
Yeah.
We kind of knew Shoddy wasn't afraid to run the ball, but it's like I have to see it. Even
it
Jerry
is
said
leaving.
like it became a winnable game, no matter the odds.
True.
You
It
go
was
with what you got, and I felt like they were in it to the end. I really did, and I think you have to have a credit of Schottenheimer.
Yeah, I think it shows how much the team kind of quit on McCarthy after the Green Bay debacle. In the
I agree.
Right. Last year is what's fresh in everybody's mind. But you can look back before that Green Bay playoff game, and you could see signs that the team really fought for McCarthy. They did. They really tried. There was a lot of games where they did post a comeback and just showed a lot of fight. But last year it wasn't there. So I think it justifies that there was time for a coaching change. Is Shoddy the right person? I don't know. I think we're one game in. I think it's too soon to tell that. but they are fighting for him after just one game. I think you see that spark. That spark is back. There's changes in the play calls that McCarthy was scared to do or didn't think that they had the personnel to do, and it's an open change that I am embracing.
I just want to add this one thing. I want to set the scene a little bit here for this question as well. Y'all, the Eagles were raising their banner.
Yeah.
This is a very toxic environment for the Cowboys to go into. And they didn't look phased. I think when it came to the magic word discipline, 10 out of 10. What was it? 4 penalties for 40 yards?
Yeah.
That's
the
it.
penalties looked
Yeah,
a lot
Philly
better.
had a lot more
Philly
penalties.
was up our asses
Alabama
trying to
had
get.
a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
They
Every
were
player
trying.
that got a personal foul was from Alabama.
Yeah.
I agree with you. And like every time they were doing that, they were trying to get under our skin. They were trying to get a reaction. I mean, how many almost fistfights broke out during the game?
Yeah.
I was really impressed that they were all so level-headed. I was very proud of them because I feel like a year ago, they're fighting back. They're making boneheaded choices. Looking at you, George Pickens. I saw what you did. We will get there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I was really impressed at the composure and the discipline of this team. And it's something I feel like I haven't seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, you keep hearing the word culture
Yeah.
with Schottenheimer, and I think there's a big reason why Dak advocated for him to be here. I think, they behind closed doors of what they've seen, he is very I think he relevant in the sense of the connection he has with the players, and not against McCarthy. I think McCarthy's so old school too, and that's not a bad thing. But when you look at
Oh,
the
look at
Sean,
this.
oh, here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. What is your name? John.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, John.
Appreciate
Happy Monday.
Yes, cheers.
it. Yeah.
Oh, I like
Thank
that.
Hal.
I like
Cheers.
that.
Thank
Yeah.
you, John.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Monday. Thank you, John.
Okay.
But yes, thank you again, John. We are officially in Monday Night Football, but I do think you keep hearing culture, and I mean discipline's a big part of that. I think they really believe in Schottenheimer, but I think in return Schottenheimer believes in them. I'm not saying McCarthy didn't fully, but I think he was so used to veterans.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much he completely was confident in everyone and be able, especially connect. And I think you've seen it since training camp. The shoddy, fun stuff like that does go a long way.
Yeah. It creates a vibe, right?
Yeah. And he's been in the league for so long. I'm not too surprised. I was just wondering, can you handle the whole shebang with Jerry? And the Micah thing wasn't a distraction for them.
Not at all. You made this point on the last episode. You said the way the team came out would determine how much they care.
Yeah.
What is your assessment now?
I think a lot of them are happy to put the distraction behind them, and they're like, I think Micah was respected in the locker room, but I don't know if he was necessarily beloved. That's something I've been hearing, right? He's respected, but he's not beloved, right? So a lot of veterans, Dak probably being forefront of that, are like, okay, well, let's get to business now, right? And a lot of the defensive players just said, it's time. Let's buckle up and let's go, right?
Yeah, I do feel like the defense felt like they had something to prove. Your best player essentially on defense is gone now, and now everybody's writing you off and saying, well, without Micah Parsons, you're X less better than you were before.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't say that. We actually said they were essentially the same.
Well, I think.
But
Okay.
hold on. But I think they came to play, but they were so respectful about it. There's that Sam Williams quote.
I
you
was
sent
gonna
me.
say, sorry. I was gonna say that.
In the press conference, he's like, if you guys want to ask about Micah, I will literally give you his phone number and you can talk to him. We are
Yeah.
not talking to Micah. We're not talking
They're
about
ready
Micah.
to move on.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're just ready to show who they are and just live
Just
life.
prove that Micah didn't define them,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's where, they're not dwelling on it. Like I said last week, they care about him, but he's not here anymore. Let's just go out and let's do this.
Well, that's what I was going to add too. Is I think they did like Micah Parsons, but at the end of the day, it's a business, and
Yeah.
and that's what there's nothing you can do about it. It's out of the player's control. But the negative does not help going into a season, and you're either going to get paid, but they're gonna face them on the 28th, and
Yeah.
you do what's best for you,
Uh-huh.
and the team just has to move forward. Life goes on.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. Now they gotta show up. They gotta make those big plays.
And for the most part, they looked pretty good
Yeah.
Yeah.
on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Let me
one more
say-
thing. One
yeah,
more
go
thing.
for it.
Going back to not being intimidated by Banner Night. For everything that you can say
I
about
love you.
Dak that you may not like, he is not scared, right?
No.
He does step up to the moment. He might not always perform the best, but he does not back down. Like Dak is a leader when it comes to that.
And we are going to talk about Dak. We are going to talk about him. I just want to point out, in terms of play calling, Shoddy went 34 pass, 22 rush. So I would say like about 60-40, so almost balanced,
Yeah.
which was kind of a surprise for me coming from the Mike McCarthy era where he was like throw, 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 throw. I was happy to see a lot of the run game. I'm sure Jalen Carter being out of the game played into that. But I'm very curious to see how they play the Giants next week. We will preview the Giants game momentarily. But right now I want to talk to y'all about what you saw offensively from this game. There's a lot to unpack here. So, Brandon, I'm going to start with you.
Okay. I think Javonte Williams looked pretty good. I think we've already discussed what effect Spitgate had on that, right? But 2 touchdowns, that is just
It's 2 more than we
unfathomable
thought.
from the Cowboys offense. They haven't done that. They haven't had 2 rushing touchdowns between the tackles in like 3 years, I think is what I heard. Like 20 I sent it to you, what was it, 2022? Since they've had like 2 touchdowns in a game between the tackles. So that just goes to show how poor the run game has been. And we've just kind of we've acknowledged it. We kind of started to accept it. And we've almost forgotten, oh, we can score rushing touchdowns, right? So even going back to like when Pollard was here, right? Like we still weren't using him correctly, right?
No,
He
I
was
don't even think they
back
got
to
to 1,000 yards to the end of the season. Of
Zeke's
20.
first run here is
Yeah.
the last time like that was happening. So we just kind of proved that, okay, maybe the run game is starting to get back.
Long-term shot bet alert.
Yeah.
Do y'all see Javonte Williams hitting 1,000?
Yeah, I
I'll
do.
take that bet.
I
Yeah.
think so because 17 games, it's, he should be able to.
And Dak needs it. You have the O-line. That's one thing that's been not 100% the last several years. Smith's been out. Martin's been out. You have young guys. I mean, kudos to this O-line. This is what makes me feel confident going into any game. We've seen in history with this team. You give an O-line a solid O-line, they'll move the ball.
I have
Dallas is
homework.
known.
I have homework for you guys. The term that I'm hearing for the O-line, they want to call them the Great Wall of Tyler.
I mean,
It's true. There's a lot of Tylers.
They love
Are
the
you
name
guys
Tyler.
on board, or are you guys down to come up with your own name for the O-line?
Give me 24 hours on
24
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I'm serious. Like next week's episode, tell me what you would nickname the O-line.
I mean, you still
Okay,
got Chase
I'll think of
on
that.
there. Or
I'll
Cooper
think about that.
Beebe. Cooper Beebe. But by the way, that guy, I was telling, he looks good. He looks good. I'm not comparing him yet to Travis Frederick, but when you want consistency, I didn't see that in Biotish, another Tyler that's no longer here. That won the Remington.
I didn't realize his
Yeah.
name was Tyler.
That won the
Yeah.
Remington. Same thing as because
Yeah.
I had a lot of hopes in that. Cooper's consistent in a role that he hasn't played as much in his career.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. The O-line was absolutely key in Thursday night's game. Like I said earlier, Dak not sacked at all, not touched.
I only remember one holding penalty
Yep.
on Tyler
Yeah.
Smith.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
And, he had a day and a half to throw the football wherever he wanted. He
Yeah.
was safe.
I did see one
Guyton.
player punch somebody.
Oh, yeah,
He
Guyton.
called.
Yeah,
Guyton.
That was the rookie.
Guyton.
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 Yeah, second. Well, Guyton's still working. I thought he had
Oh, yeah.
mostly a
second year,
good
not the
game.
rookie. My
Second
bad.
year.
I'm getting my Tylers mixed up already.
There was a moment of speaking on the O line where there was a missed block by him for a little, but over that he had a great game.
Yeah.
You know.
It
And
wasn't
then-
perfect, but it was good.
Yeah.
To your point, I do want to shout out the running backs. They did great in pass protection.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah.
That was really
Which is
great
such
to
a
see.
key.
Because we had Zeke for so long, and Zeke struggled with pass protection. He was terrible.
I think Zeke was actually pretty good his first run. His second run,
Yeah, that's
maybe not as much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking more of
Yeah.
the second run.
Because I remember the reason they played Zeke so much
Mhm.
and didn't like go to Pollard, when you kind of saw that
Was
Zeke
the pass.
trending down, was because of the pass protection that Zeke provided that Pollard did not.
Talk to me more about Dak.
Yeah, so you were talking. I want to go back because you were talking about his composure. This
Yeah.
is a guy that's been through bigger things than the game of football. Through all the losses he's had, and then you could say with football the leg break, which that would mentally break a lot of people.
Yep.
And now it's like twice he's had to come back from surgery. He's a religious guy. He's very spiritual, which I think holds to a lot of his confidence and composure. But this is where you saw the true veteran, because there's a lot of questions. What is he, 32, coming off a hamstring tear? So this was easily a game that can be like, ooh, here's the fall off. But there wasn't. There wasn't any of that. He needed to be the leader on that field with still a bunch of young guys, new receiver.
Yep.
He did it. He even ran. I was like, look
Oh,
at
no,
him go.
I was
He
actually
was
shocked when they.
mobile.
You can
as
tell
fuck.
and he was having fun. And I think he's been working on it. But, I mean, he did not. I think even if Carter was on the other side, it won't phase him.
No,
You
it
know-
won't. He's not scared.
And I think he knew, all right, McCarthy's gone. I'm the leader now. Not that he wasn't before, but, like, he is that.
Oh, this is
veteran.
Dak Unleashed.
This is Dak.
Absolutely
This
Dak
is
Unleashed.
maybe a little anger too. Last season wasn't the way it
No.
unfolded, and then he's always going to be tied to certain losses, and it's like, all right,
Like every quarterback, right?
yeah. But the last one, the major that
Yeah.
should have counted,
I-
was against Green Bay.
I want to ask you guys this about Dak. I know with Mike McCarthy, he didn't have a long leash, if you will. Like
Mhm.
Mike McCarthy was very regimented in the way he called plays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he gave Dak the freedom and the space to, quote, express himself on the field. In Thursday's game, I felt like Shoddy said, you know what? Have some fun. Play some street ball. Let's see what you got. Do you guys see that too, or is it just me?
Well, I think Shoddy was there around Russell Wilson. And Russell and Dak have some similar in mobility in the way they pass. And I think McCarthy, once again, old school. Look at the quarterbacks he's
Mhm.
known to have. Aaron Rodgers, he was around Montana, So Favre,
Yep.
all these guys that in the pocket. That's not how Dak is. And I think the greatest that was around Dak before McCarthy, having a Kitna QB coach around. He's not the coordinator, but allowed Dak's game to open up a little bit more.
Excuse me,
and
what
tell-
was that gesture?
Yeah.
I
But,
liked. What was his
And I think, but I think to give credit, we don't always like giving Kellen more credit, but he knew how to have Dak have
Yeah.
fun. I don't think McCarthy just alone as a play caller just knew how to utilize that as well. I still think he trusted Dak, but Schottenheimer is here to have fun. And when I'm saying get creative, and that creativity is a big reason why we saw a lot of success.
Yeah, I think McCarthy, and I don't want to make this about last year and McCarthy
Yeah.
went right, but I think he
Nothing like reflecting on your
Didn't-
ex, right?
I think he saw a lot of flaws in the personnel all around.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily Dak that he didn't trust.
Yeah.
I don't think he trusted much of the run game, the receivers other than
Mhm.
CD, right? Like, especially last season. So I think Shoddy has a little bit more understanding that Dak can run this because you hear from quarterbacks throughout, right? There's this point in their career where everything slows down for them and they just kind of get it, right? Romo used to say this all the time, right? Like, once they've seen everything, the game slows down, and that's when they've hit that next level. And Dak has been there for a while, right? It's not just happening. He's been there, but you did see it on Thursday night's game where he controlled what he can control.
Well, he looked like the ultimate veteran, honestly, and this is not taking away from Hurts. Hurts is athletic. But I think Dak's mind, it's like Romo always had the mind. It was just finally putting that body. Unfortunately, the body did not
Didn't
hold
hold
up. But still, that 2014 season, probably one of the best seasons, that had a long time in the organization. I kind of feel like Dak now, like you said, the way his composure is everything was soaring. Everything was connecting. I just felt like he commanded and walked that field. I should be the guy on banner
Yeah.
now.
So let me ask you guys this. The last thing on the Cowboys offense that stood out was obviously those drops, especially those fourth quarter drops from CeeDee Lamb.
Mm.
If you're Dak Prescott, how do you get CeeDee Lamb to kind of have a little bit of amnesia? I know CeeDee was hitting the jugs Friday morning.
Yeah.
As the professional he should. He just got that big contract. But, as the veteran, as the leader, how do you tell CeeDee, hey, bud, let it go. Make like Elsa and let it go.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I think CD is a professional, and he's been in the league long enough to understand he should have caught those, and he's not going to let it just. He's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
Ted
gonna-
Lasso this and just be like, I'm a goldfish. And
I am on board with the fact that CD stood in front of the media, God, and everyone and said, hey, this is on me. He catches those passes. We're talking about a completely different ball game. We were probably walking out of Philly with a win, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, much greater percentage anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. So I appreciate that. But the thing with CD that scares me, and it's not even about CD, sometimes I feel like Dak tries a little too hard to get CD the ball. And now that you have George Pickens, there should be no excuse. And I felt like towards the end of last season, too, before Dak went out, even with Cooper Rush, I'll say this, you kind of are force-feeding CD. And they don't need to be. Now they don't need to be.
Well, I think part of that is because CD has made those catches before.
Yeah.
Actually, I expect him more to catch those than sometimes the most basic thing. It's a lot like Dez. Dez would drop some balls that I'm like, oh, that's the most basic. But he would catch what I call the uncatchable. I do think there's a little bit more hero ball with CD because he has a full confidence that CD can do it. And I think CD I'm not saying it's the right thing. I do agree. Pickens is now in there. That takes. But
Just from a statistical perspective, Pickens was only targeted 4 times. Jake Ferguson targeted 6 times. Kevontae Turpin targeted 2 times.
Yeah.
Dak threw the ball 34 times. Out of those, 13 targets went to CD. I need a little bit more equal distribution.
See,
I do not need CD to be carrying the weight of these games when you have weapons available.
I kind of disagree with you because he is the workload. He's the
Yeah.
beast, man. Like, he's the stud.
That
Because
sounds
if you
like somebody
don't go
that
to
has him on his fantasy team.
No, I'm just saying, if you don't go to him and you lose,
But
you know
I'm
what the narrative's going to be? Why didn't you go to CD?
But I'm not
You
saying
have one of the best receivers in the league.
you
should
still
go to.
you can still let CD lead the team in targets, but it doesn't need to be by 6 or 7 targets. You don't need to be putting this on him all the time. He doesn't need to go home crying to himself, being like, why the fuck didn't I catch the ball? Why is he getting the ball 13 times versus 4?
But if he would have caught those that he normally does, you wouldn't be saying this.
That's true.
But
You
he
can
didn't
be-
catch it. At the end of the day, he
That's
didn't
an
catch
issue
the
that
ball.
but it's a different issue than what you're arguing.
No.
You're arguing don't throw it to him as much. I'm saying he should
I
have
still
caught those.
think
and had
he
caught
should
those-
lead in targets.
Had he caught those, this is a moot point.
I already said that. But what I'm saying
can I tell you, Turpin put on muscle?
I am saying
King of changing the subject.
I'm gonna get to Kevontae Turpin in a second because
He did get bigger. I was like, damn.
yes. Anyway,
I feel inadequate.
look, I'm okay if you go to CD 10 times instead of 13. I'm okay if you put Pickens at 6 instead of 4. Jake Ferguson can stay at 6, but you have options. Act like you have options. Play the field. You have a roster.
But you're only
Use
saying
it.
this because he missed those 2 passes.
I would say it anyway because
I don't think
I'm
you
saying
would.
I
back.
don't think you would either.
No, last season I said they were force feeding CD Lamb. I don't think you need to be putting this much pressure on anybody.
Well, isn't
Even
he
if
But the
the
Vikings,
fastest?
I'm pointing at the TV guys. The Vikings
They're gonna go
do
to
that
Jeddah.
for Jeddah all the time. Do you want to
Yeah.
know why? Because he's a top receiver in the league. Pickens is a good receiver in the league. He's not a top receiver.
Honestly, after how many drops did this guy have? He had
3 drops.
4.
4 drops.
4
Okay.
drops.
4 drops.
There was a 4 drops?
Yeah.
CD?
Yeah.
Sedarius 4 drops.
Okay.
Okay.
In the fourth quarter,
I might have missed the 4th drop.
even for
Are you counting the one he died for? Because that's not a drop.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I'm just saying.
4 incompletion.
I said statistically 4 drops. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Statistically, I still would have given George Pickens a chance in that fourth quarter. Like, if it's not working, it's not working.
Well, George Pickens in his career has
Or
proven
Jake
that
Ferguson
he
for
is
the
not as good at getting open as CeeDee Lamb is. Like, he's just not.
I think, Rhea, I respect what you're saying here.
Oh no, I'm
It's
in
a
trouble.
hindsight
But-
2020 argument that you're making.
This is what I have to say about it. It all depends on the strategy on the field, and going at a game with a statistician's mind and not a tactician's mind. It's going to pigeonhole you into making decisions because the numbers aren't lining up.
No,
right.
but I'm making decisions based on the fact that I've already seen these drops. After a
I
certain
mean, you're
point,
right. If it was Jimmy Johnson, he'd have been cut on the field. But
I'm not. No,
He would-
it's not that they cut. I'm not saying they cut
His
him.
backup would have been.
I'm just
His
saying.
backup might have been that guy with asthma. might have been.
asthma.
But like, it gets predictable. You're seeing something
Ooh, turnover.
is fundamentally wrong in the moment. Why do you keep going
But
that
it's not
way?
predictable because he's open. He just missed the ball.
yeah,
He
this
just
is
dropped it. Like, he was open.
It was a mental error.
everything
It was-
else went right.
Like, he's one of the best route runners in the league. Like, he.
Again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I think he's great. I think he deserves every penny of that contract. But I'm just saying, it was so predictable to keep going to
But
CeeDee
your
Lamb,
arg-
and it wasn't working.
So your argument is don't throw it to the guy that's open because I've thrown it to him too much?
Because he keeps
That's a bad
dropping the
argument.
ball.
Pickens did get that penalty though too.
He did. He's from Alabama, so he had one coming.
I did call that out earlier.
Ferguson had a drop though
He
too.
went to Alabama.
Oh my God, Ferguson had a hospital ball thrown at him. I
Yeah.
thought he was not going to get up.
Yeah.
Look,
That's
Dak's like,
drop
I'm
by
trying
CeeDee
here.
were bad. But had he caught them, this argument's not
Agreed.
happening.
All right, we have to move on. but this
Dak
is
tried though. He tried to give everybody some bread.
Okay, okay. Let me flip the script. Let's get out of offense and talk about defense. So we saw some interesting things happen on defense, especially now that Micah Parsons is no longer on this team.
Yeah.
One of the things that stood out, your shot take, you said that Saquon was going to get 140 yards on this team. Guess what? He only got 60. What do you attribute that to?
I attribute it to Kenny Clark. Well, I mean, that's part of it. That was kind of a joke, but
Yeah.
it is part of it, right? I think what they did sure up with this trade is a little more interior run stopping.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw it with Saquon, who had a decent game, but if he had a decent game, that means we had a decent game stopping him, right? So, two sides of the same coin there. But any designed run through the tackles, we did okay.
Yeah.
But where we struggled was any delayed run or Jalen Hurts designed run, because once Kenny Clark or whoever's in the middle was taken out of the play and things opened up, there was no linebacking help to stop Hurts from just getting 12 yards at a
Yeah,
time.
I was actually kind of surprised that they didn't use a spy on Jalen Hurts,
I don't know if
especially
they have one.
especially because you kind of already know that's going to happen. Granted,
Don't say things like that.
drink before we put you in the penalty box again. Jalen Hurts had 14 rushes
That was a good one.
62
actually.
yards with 2 touchdowns. There were 2 tush pushes, if I'm
Unstoppable play.
mistaken. Not
it's
mistaken. It was
cheat
good.
code play.
Honestly,
I love it.
seeing the Cowboys try to defend it, fun. Like
And
the
no,
way they all
yeah.
drop to the ground.
Yeah,
and
they were
somebody
like,
kinda
we're gonna figure
sneaks
this out.
around the back, tries to grab his legs.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts doesn't miss leg day, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
That's-
Well,
it's
when
the
that's your
team,
only
right? It's
weapon, when
they
that's
call
your
it the tush push because they assume people are pushing him. It's not the running back. It's not Saquon pushing him. It's Jalen Hurts. Not
Did y'all
giving
catch that soundbite in last night's game where they said when the Buffalo Bills do it, it's called the snowplow?
the snowplow.
I did
There
hear
you go.
that.
I thought that was hilarious. But yes, Jalen Hurts, absolutely unstoppable on the ground, only had to throw 23 times. And by the way, 83% completion percentage.
Yeah.
Woof.
No,
Hard to beat,
they
right?
had trouble. It's weird because we were in the game,
Mhm.
but it did look like Philly's offense was pretty much doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
And in the first half, both offenses were doing whatever.
Yeah.
they wanted,
Oh,
really, but-
boy.
But you know what's crazy? It wasn't until I looked at the box score and when I realized how efficient offensively Philly was on us.
Yeah, they were very efficient. I think it just helped that we held Saquon in check.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just optics made it look better, which is a step in the right direction. But the pass rush was not there. I mean, it became pretty apparent within minutes. I'm like, we could really use Micah right now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So, giving him any amount of time where I think the secondary, and we'll go into this in a minute, did well. There was just no pass rush, and that really was a problem. They need to fix that.
With the secondary, they only gave up one big play, and that was for 51 yards to Doxson. Jahan Doxson, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
TCU guy?
TCU guy.
TCU guy.
He came from the Commanders, by the way.
Yep.
Interdivision trading. Gross. How do you feel about the secondary?
Yeah, I'd give probably like a B minus, maybe C plus, because we need that pass rush. I mean, there was guys like you could see where Dante Fowler did not have a great night. To where you don't have maybe a Micah, but there's some guys on here that are capable. So that's why I was excited before the whole trade that having Fowler's because he was good. It's hard to say because there wasn't as many targets to the side of Diggs and Bland, and maybe that's out of the respect too.
I mean, shutting down A.J. Brown for one catch, and that was a very
To be fair, he wasn't targeted.
Well,
As
he's
an
hurt
AJ
too.
They shut him down.
I was going to say,
I know.
as an A.J. Brown fantasy owner,
Same
I was
here.
pissed.
I know. I got 1 point. I was like,
I was kind of pissed.
it's in our league.
Yeah.
And I'm in my work.
But he's also not 100%. He's coming off a hamstring.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too shocked, but I was hoping for a little bit more because selfish reasons.
Like, for me, I felt like Jalen Hurts didn't even look at Jalen Brown.
No.
Jalen Brown? Sorry,
This
A.J.
goes
Brown.
back. If they're not open, they're not open.
Yeah.
Right? They
Yeah.
have a
But I
split
don't think
second
they
to
even
decide.
had to be open. Jalen Hurts gave it a 1, 2, 3 and was like, I'm taking off.
Well, at
Well,
one
because
point,
he's
I
open
remember
to it.
Dak used to do the same thing. If
Yeah.
I'm going to run, I'm going to run. If you can do it. And Hurts has the speed. So
and Hurts did lead the
Yeah, I
team
think
in rushing.
a lot of those were designed runs. Like, that was what he was meant to do.
Agreed.
Because I think the coaching staff realized Dallas can't stop this.
yeah. But going back, I think B minus, C plus. If you're being nitpicky, C plus. But B minus, I think is fair, just because while we did have some success in the moments of shutting down Dotson, that pass, there was moments where ooh, yes, if Micah was there, he's getting. Especially the way I thought the D-line did a good job holding up for the most part.
Yeah, I think the D-line did well, and I think the secondary did pretty well.
Mhm.
I think the linebacking crew really struggled.
Yeah.
That's where they were getting a lot of their yards to Goddard, just in that 10-yard range where the linebackers should be covering that. And there was no spy for Hurts. I mean, we've already discussed that. I think the linebackers really struggled.
You know who you kind of miss? I know he's on a 1-year deal. I would have extended. Is Eric Kendricks. He had a really good season last
Is he
year.
a free agent?
He's a free agent.
I saw his post
he-
about taking his kid to school, and I was like,
He
Why does he
had
want a
some
team?
huge moments last year. Despite how the season was, he was one guy that was considered. You're also missing Overshawn in these moments too.
I do.
So, but we'll see. But overall, yeah, B minus.
All right, let me ask you one final question so we can move on from Philly week. How are you feeling about the Cowboys now that you've seen a game out of them? Charlie, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean that gives you some confidence if you can have confidence in a loss. But I got to see a little bit more. A team that does have their pieces, which I know you're not always going to.
Yeah.
But we are going against Abdul Carter. We're going against the Giants, and then we're watching the Bears tonight. That's the game I really feel like, okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the Giants didn't look good, so
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm saying. I mean, not to overlook anybody.
I don't
It's
know
division.
if that's a litmus test.
But the Bears, I think, kind of will be. And then obviously you have the Packers. So I say I like so far what I see, especially against the champs, But I got to see at least 1 or 2 more games before I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I think there's a little more optimism. I don't know if it's enough for me to change my win-loss prediction. I still don't foresee them really being in the wild card race. I think we underestimated what this offense can do a little bit when we were discussing the past couple of weeks and being so down on them. I think they are able to put up points. I think there's some teams that they'll just be able to outscore.
Touchdown Bears.
Bears are looking good on this drive.
So my buddy Chuck is real happy right now.
I was going to say, most of the panel picked the Bears to win tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think they'll be able to outscore some teams. Again, I don't think it really changes the prediction of where they finish. But more optimism than what I had a week ago.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you there, too. I posted a video on all of our socials, literally Friday morning, and was like, you know what? I feel like I've been a little too harsh.
Yeah.
I didn't expect, again, Spitgate, all of that plays a role into it. But there were things in this team that I saw, the discipline, for example, that I was like, you know what? I'm okay. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to see how these next few games go. We got the Giants. We got the Bears before we hit that awful gauntlet after Thanksgiving. So we should really see what we're truly made of. And I'm actually excited. I'm actually optimistic. Tanner, what are you thinking?
What am I thinking about the Giants at the Cowboys?
No, I'm saying,
No,
what do you
just
think about the
overall
Cowboys
outlook right
overall
now.
after one game?
Oh, trash. Sorry, team.
I mean,
Okay, fair.
I'll say I'm more optimistic.
I'm not
I'm
denying that.
more optimistic in the offense. The defense, I'm very worried. And
Fair
I think,
enough.
That's where I stand. I
yeah,
mean, the defense
I'm.
still has holes, and that they showed, right? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be much better than what we expected, but
I don't want to be
Offense.
so
They can't get a
hard.
pass rush. That's going to
No.
be really
Dak
No,
tough.
did look good. If you've got Dak on your fantasy team, I think it's going to be an okay year for you.
yeah, I think Dak will be fine. I
Brandon.
think CD will be fine. I think Pickens will be fine when it's all said and done. Now, he might not end up with more than 6 or 7 targets a week.
I want him to have 6 or 7. He only had 4.
Yeah.
I see this a lot like 2019, where the offense carried everything, and we went 8-8 because we didn't have CBs, like the
Yeah.
defense, which was frustrating.
What was that year when Romo had to outduel Peyton at Denver?
Oh my God, that game was insane.
Was that
That was insane.
2009?
14?
Or no?
No, way back.
No,
No,
2009.
at
I was probably still in college.
20, maybe 20. Before he got hurt.
When he won with the Colts, so he was already in Denver by then, so it was at least 12, 13.
Yeah, which then he went out hurt,
Yeah.
and Kyle Orton came in. That might have been that season.
I remember that because I had tickets for the Eagles game later that year. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Family. Pouring Takes family. You guys have a product or a service or an item of some sort that you would like us to talk about? We are happy to do so. We are all about making your business money. So if you want to hit us up at admin@pouringtakes.com, we will be happy to talk through some marketing packages for you. We'll talk about you on the podcast. We'll post about you on our socials. We will find whatever's going to work for you. So again, admin@pouringtakes.com. Additionally, boys, we have merch. Don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Oh, we sure do.
What it do?
So, not only do we have Pouring Takes merch, but each of us has our own customized line of cute, fun sayings that you want to put on a t-shirt. I promise you. All the different looks, different colors, different styles, different products. You can find that at pouringtakes.com. Hit our merch link and buy some swag. Join us here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club in your swag. Maybe I'll buy you a drink. We'll see.
Love it.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Come wear us.
All right.
Come wear us.
Switching gears, getting out of week 1 and into week 2, we welcome the New York Giants here to Dallas. You are going to be at the game.
I
on
will be. It
Sunday.
is a noon
That's
game.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, how the Cowboys have fallen.
Yep.
Playing
12
on noon.
Well, they're playing the Giants. I feel like that's more about the Giants than it is about us.
Yep.
They would
Yeah, you
never
gotta
do
get a
this.
couple
It's
of
been a
days.
while,
They would never
though.
do this in the past.
It's been a while
what?
since we've had a home opener at noon, though.
You guys, look,
Yeah.
go to brunch. Get yourself a mimosa. Get comfy on a couch like this one at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club. And enjoy the game. And then afterwards, go hit the streets. Go be ratchet. Go to the pool. You could do it all because of the noon kickoff.
That's right.
Yeah, my buddy Chris said, I love it when the Cowboys play at noon. I'm like, we're not the Jaguars. We don't
Yeah.
play at noon.
Yeah.
We're not the Browns.
You
We don't play
guys,
at noon. We
you
play
guys.
at 3.
The best thing in the world is watching football on the West Coast because you can be ratchet and watch the games during the day and then go be ratchet again at night.
No, I
See-
can see the
I
appeal
don't
there.
have that much ratchet in me anymore.
You want
I
to
don't
bet?
roll,
know if I
man.
can. I don't know if I can hang like that. I used to hang pretty good.
But think about it.
Allegedly.
Think about it. In the West Coast, you start at 10 a.m.
That's when I'm starting.
Yeah.
and then you're done at like
Because
7.
I was about to
we're
say,
going to be
yeah,
at the
that
stadium by
helps.
10 o'clock because my dad likes to get there 2 hours early. So
Oh man.
I mean, tailgating. You got to tailgate a little bit, right?
We know where you'll be Saturday night in bed.
Hey.
No,
Anyway-
we know that ain't true.
Man,
Yeah, that's
Charlie's the
not true.
partiest animal I've ever heard.
That's not true.
Anyway, guys, tell me what the Cowboys' keys to victory are against the Giants. which, by the way, we are only favored by 4.5. I feel like that's kind of a conservative.
I'm surprised we're favored.
Oh, when I heard it was 3.5. So if it's 4.5 now,
It's
I guess
4.5 now. It
trending
changed
in
while
the-
I was writing this.
in the more predictable way, right? I think keys to victory is. I mean, I guess it depends on if they're going to roll with Russell Wilson or not.
They are.
They are.
They are? Have they announced that?
Yeah. they
Okay.
announced.
You got to get some pass rush on him. Now he's not as dangerous as Hurts, but
But still mobile.
you still need it. Yeah, you still need it because they're going to try to replicate that. They're going to say delayed runs, quarterback runs. I still think they'll do okay against the the running backs, like A-gap runs, but they've got to put some kind of pass rush on Russell.
That's why we need. I want to hear consistently all 4 quarters. Dante Fowler, USA, who had a little bit of a moment.
Yeah.
Maybe here we
Sam
heard
Williams.
Sam Williams. That's the guy that needs to have a year. That's
Yeah,
the
that-
guy. I know he's had injuries. Now's the
Now
time.
here's the guy.
Yeah.
That's the time.
yeah.
I want to. Yeah, those 3 names. If there is a 4th name, I'm trying to think because no Kendricks in those mix and no Overshawn. That's going to be like your 4th. So you probably just those 3 guys because those 3 guys can be enough.
Yeah.
They can be in this kind of game. I would need more in others coming up, but in this kind of game. But I also want to see. I feel like Russell will sling the ball. So here is where Bland can really take over that Jordan Lewis role. This is where the boogeyman can come out.
Yeah, you got to
From
log down
2022.
neighbors, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Who is frustrated by right now? He is not on the same page with his coach.
no.
He looked angry. He was ready to be out.
I am also a Malik Neighbors fantasy owner.
I feel for him. I like the guy.
Yeah, he's good.
But man, he's in a tough situation.
I mean, they're a team that you kind of had some better hopes for coming into the season, but after the first game, you're like, I don't know.
4th guy, Leah Fowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leofow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like him.
I do too. He's got good hair too.
You want to know fun fact about him? Do y'all know who his girlfriend is?
I don't know too much about her, but he shouted her out the other day.
I do
What
not
does she
know.
do?
Sonia Citrone from the Indiana Fever. That's right.
Oh, that's right.
WNBA
Okay, that's
girly.
right. That's right.
All right.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Good job, Leah Fowl.
Go.
I love it when athletes find each other.
He's got good intent. He got in the scrap too. He gets fired up.
Yeah.
So tell me this. What improvements exactly are you going to be looking for in this game?
Yeah.
Oh, I just the pass rush. Got like
Got
you
to.
said, Russell Wilson can move enough. He's the constant veteran. You have 2 veterans on both sides of the ball, so you gotta neutralize him. He can't run like Hurts, but man, he can command that field if need to. So don't let him breathe. Like you gotta overwhelm him.
Yeah, and I would like to see less drops from CD, maybe even
Yeah.
less targets.
Yeah.
Less targets.
Less
from
targets.
CD.
So now you're agreeing with
Kidding.
me.
I'm
What
just
the fuck
kidding.
is
I was
this?
joking because your opinion was wrong. So
It's not wrong. It's not wrong at all.
I'm just kidding, Rayya.
Oh, don't.
Not really.
No.
I'm
stick
going
it
to
to her,
write you
man.
out of the next episode.
There it is.
Right now? Like my name's not gonna be anything. next to
Nope,
anything
you'll
on
be
the
in timeout like Charlie.
All right. We're running out of time. Let's
Yes.
go fast.
Yes, we are. I just want to say, I think Malik Neighbors and Trayvon Diggs are probably going to be matched up against each other, so this is
Yeah.
going to be a really big test for Trayvon Diggs, and I'm nervous that he's going
I
to
can
get
dig it.
exposed in this game. Drink. So I want to see what Trayvon Diggs truly has. He, like you said, he played relatively well last week. He got his team snacks. That's a very important role.
Yeah, he got
Believe-
Important.
fueled.
If you have a friend that will get you food, best friend ever.
Yeah.
But I am hoping to see good things out of Trayvon Diggs, and I am also concerned about Russell Wilson's mobility, and I'm also a little worried about Jackson Dart's little gadget plays. I don't know what that means, but I know it's going to happen. So we will see. Game picks, guys. What's going to happen on Sunday at noon? Charlie, make your game pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cowboys. I think they'll cover, especially at home. It's just a different feel. I think they're a far better team.
Give me a number.
I'm gonna go Cowboys 24. Giants maybe only get 10 points on the board. I really
Okay,
do.
14
think.
points.
Yeah, I'm also going Cowboys. I think they have too much offensive power for the Giants. I'm going 28-17.
Okay.
Tanner.
Oh, I'm going to go 13-10 Giants.
You went a whole ticket station.
Yeah, very ticket friendly.
That's right.
Don't
Shout out
say
to our
their-
friends.
Just kidding. I'm also
I
going to
have
go
friends there.
Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys by 7.
All right.
But score.
Yeah.
Or I don't feel like doing math. You already yelled at me.
I don't feel like
I
doing
didn't
math.
yell at
You
anybody.
said that.
I'm like the worst person
too
to do
many
math.
Targets.
You were yelling at me.
That's true.
24-17.
Oh, you're very well. We're
I
all,
had 28.
28. Okay, but
28,
we're all
17.
in the range that there's
Yeah.
going to be in the 20s
Yeah.
by the Cowboys, except for Tanner over here.
Nah, man.
Who's-
Sorry ass team. Going to play another sorry ass team. It's gonna be
Okay.
We're the better of the
Now
sorry
the
ass
more
team.
Kinda
fun
true.
part of this whole shenanigan. What's going to be your shot take for this game?
Who's going first?
Charlie's going to go first.
I'm going to go offense again because I believe in the offense a little bit more. This is why I think it's 20s. I think I'm going to go 3 scores. I'm going to go 2 touchdowns by Williams because I think they know they have that O-line to do it, to punch the ball. And then I am going to go CD will scrap up what happened, and he'll be back. This will be his revenge game. He'll at least get a touchdown.
Yep. I think mine is secondary related. I think Diggs does give up a long touchdown to Neighbors,
Okay.
but I think he redeems himself and gets a pick 6 at some point as well.
Oh,
Pick
shit.
I like
Six.
that. It's
Gotta
a revert.
pick
The
that
double
is-
coin. The
Ooh.
double coin.
Yeah.
Tanner.
Oh, well, my boy Brandon Aubrey's going to go 3 for 3.
You are obsessed with
Why
kickers.
you love
He has
kickers
not
so
missed
much?
one field.
And you couldn't even remember his name.
I don't
last
know
week.
because I'm a producer. I'm not a sports person. Okay. Let's say Dak gets sacked. I think the Cowboys will have more sacks than interceptions
All right.
by New York. I think. Okay.
None of that sentence.
I was
makes
going to say
sense.
this is so annoying.
This is annoying. I haven't
Where's
drank in a
your
long time, and I had a
flag? I
shot.
would've
Now I'm a
given
little
him a
Oh,
drunk.
I know. I
right
still have
now.
those. Need my referee shirt.
I haven't been drinking since like April, and I just had that shot, and now my head's all fuzzy.
Yeah.
And to specify mine, long touchdown is more than 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long is more than 40.
Yeah.
Long is 39 and a half.
So I said he's going to give up a long touchdown, more than 40 yards.
All right, Dak gets sacked twice,
Okay.
but we intercept twice. I think we'll do 2 of
We
those
intercept
each.
twice. So I was thinking about interceptions with mine. I think Deron Bland's going to have an interception on Sunday. I'm going to go offense, defense. Deron Bland, interception. Jake Ferguson, touchdown.
Nice.
Oh.
Fergie,
Okay.
he needs it.
Ferguson.
They were going to Ferguson in the red zone quite
Yeah.
a bit.
And he got
Yeah.
he dropped one and got hit really hard
Yeah.
on that.
They love that seam play, right?
Yeah.
I agree. That and he runs that route beautifully.
He does.
And
It
they have
just-
good chemistry.
Yeah.
Dak and Ferg.
Okay. New segment. You're gonna go through this really quickly. Peanut gallery. We gotta until
Okay.
he's done. Deal?
I don't know.
We're learning on the fly, folks.
Okay. Yes.
Because we didn't
Zip.
expect that first segment to go as long as it did.
Zip.
Charlie, this is your top shelf segment. And what this means is this is Charlie's top 5 teams in the NFL right now. So you're going to start with number 5 and work your way up. You understand me?
Oh, I've already been
15
thinking about it.
words. 15 words on each team.
All right. Number 5, I am going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I had a lot of questions about Aaron Rodgers going in this game. I know it's the Jets, but still, he looked good. The team looked good. Obviously, there's some little venom there from Aaron Rodgers, but I'll say as for this, to me, I like them. Number 4, I am going to go Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What?
What?
You said it was my pick.
You're right.
I liked what I saw a lot from the Tampa. Obviously, it's a rivalry. It's Atlanta. I thought Baker looked really good as scrambled, but that's why.
I mean,
That's
is
why he's
that
number
why you were
4.
talking about Baker last
Yeah, I
week?
got bucked up on that episode.
God dang it. And I'm not allowed to talk?
Number
I had
3.
to.
Number 3, the Green Bay Packers over the Lions.
Oh.
I had the Packers winning this one, but you never know with rivalries. I still think Lions will be good. But Micah Parsons, what a debut there. Not too surprised. But out of all the teams right now, I thought that was the 3rd best of the weekend. Number 2, Tanner mentioned this game that happened Friday in Brazil. I thought the Chargers looked great. I know Worthy went out with the injury. Doesn't matter. For that kind of game, the Chargers, what a huge confidence booster there. Played really well, I thought. I'm excited to see what they do.
Go Chargers!
And number one, Ray, you've mentioned this. You guys talked about it. The Buffalo Bills, the comeback kids. Because that, I think, was the toughest matchup of the whole weekend. And it reminded me a lot of the Chiefs-Ravens last year, how neck and neck. And, man, that was so much fun. And I got the Bills right now. To me, they're the scary team.
You made that whole list without the Eagles.
No, I cannot put the Eagles up there because, honestly, that became a winnable game for us. So I'm not going to put them in 5.
I agree with you. Like,
yeah,
I think they're borderline 10, but, like, between 6 and 10.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put them in top 5.
No. You can't.
Really?
No, you can't. You can't almost lose a game and like I'm gonna put you there, and nobody's even talking about you winning the game.
Yeah.
Are you curious as to why the Chargers are number 2? Are you good with that?
I mean, I personally wouldn't have put them at 2, but a win over the Chiefs is
It's a big deal.
Is
I
a big
agree.
deal.
I go by matchups, competition.
So I think they looked good, and I think they deserve to be mentioned. I don't know if I'd put them at 2, but that's fine.
Yeah.
This is
it was
a good
2 or
list.
3. It was like
list.
2 or 3. It was like interchangeable,
Yeah.
but
And
I went by the matchup.
I can't. Like whenever you talk about the Bucks, my heart does this like flippy flop thing.
Yeah.
For Baker
Oh, I got a thing for Baker.
and Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, she does.
Oh, I love Cheesecake Factory. And now
Oh,
I
dude.
apparently
Do you
love
know?
Popeyes.
Do you know the story of Baker and the Cheesecake Factory?
Please tell me in 10 words or less.
He got caught with a girl in the Cheesecake Factory parking lot.
Nice.
BDE! That is him! BDE! Done.
That's cheese.
Anyway.
All right, moving on. We got to go fast.
Tanner, all you.
All right.
This is your segment.
This is called PT's Pick 4, a segment led by me. Current standings in this segment. Brandon is 3. Tanner
What's
and
up?
Charlie are tied at 2, and Rayya has 1. We're going to pick games. I'm just going to pick you. Charlie, tell me Washington at Green Bay.
Green Bay for sure.
Okay. Rayya,
Washington.
Seattle at Pittsburgh.
Oh, no, we each have to make a pick, Tanner.
Okay. Who you got?
I'm gonna go
Washington at Green
Washington.
Bay.
Shout out Christine. I'm going with Washington.
Washington. Brandon, hit me up.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. All right, Charlie, Seattle at Pittsburgh. They're favored by 3.
I'm going to go by Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I also say Pittsburgh here.
Earlier, I will say Green Bay because they are the best team in football right now.
I think they are.
Seattle and Pittsburgh, I'm going to go with Seattle because I hate Aaron Rodgers. So,
Don't we all?
boy, the way he's talking trash on the Jets, I will not have it. He destroyed
Jets.
that organizations for
Okay.
2 years.
But the
Got
Jets
everybody
are the
fired.
Jets.
I don't care.
They are terrible.
Yeah,
Adam Sandler
and then
would
he
be
went
so
in there
mad
and
at
took
you.
a shit on him and then blamed them for the problem. Get real. Get real, you
That's
old
a very
fuck.
Rodgers thing.
It's me.
Keep playing football so that I don't
Hi.
have to listen to you talk.
I'm the problem. It's me.
All right. Philadelphia at Kansas City. Eagles are favored 1.5. Charlie, what do you got, buddy?
Well, I think losing Worthy, that's going to hurt a little bit. So I'm going to go Eagles. I think Chiefs will go 0-2.
Rayya?
I'm going to roll with the hot boys.
Yeah, the hot boys. Which ones are hot?
Which one? Yeah, no. Well, you don't really think the Chiefs are that hot.
Nope.
though.
Saquon and Jalen.
You got it.
I disagree. I think Kansas City wins this. I think you're starting to see some signs with Philly Super Bowl hangover of they look really good. They're just not scoring. They're just not winning, right? And I think you'll start seeing this. They did win against Dallas, obviously, but I think they could lose to Kansas City.
Okay.
Taylor Swift in the building.
Yeah.
That's my shot take. Yes.
What is she wearing?
Orange.
what?
Orange.
She's promoting her
I know what
album.
she's. I know what you're saying.
Oh,
Oh, her
wears
album.
Green. Oh, she wears
When
green.
does that
not
come out, by
realizing.
the way?
Yeah.
October 3rd, Mean Girls Day.
Oh.
That is Mean Girls Day.
All right.
Tanner, what's your pick?
In the Philadelphia at Kansas City, I will take Philadelphia because Kansas City ain't shit this year. Tampa at Houston. Texans are favored 1.5. Charlie, what do you got, buddy?
I actually think Tampa wins this one. It'll be very close, but I believe in Tampa.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Houston still has some injuries, and I think they're gonna. This is a better defense, too, with the Buccaneers.
Yeah?
I think right now for this game against that offense right now.
Rayya, what you got, baby?
To quote my co-host over here, It's time to get bucked
Bucked
up,
up.
baby.
Oh, there we go.
I am all in on BDE Baker.
Me
as
too.
you know.
And Amika Ibuka the other day. What a play. There we go. I wanted
Buck-
it.
I picked him late in
Yeah.
the draft.
Fire the cannon.
And I have Bucky Irvin, so I need this.
I man, I want to go against the grain here and say Houston, but I think the Bake Show gets it. I do.
Do you guys really like his Popeyes commercial?
Oh.
It's so cute. I'm such a fan.
Yeah,
I just loved it.
give me Tampa.
Lock it, lock it.
Yeah, you want
ever see that
Tampa?
music video?
Yeah, give me Tampa.
I'll take
Tampa.
Tampa too.
All right.
I like old Buccaneers. I think they're pretty cool. Got
Well,
a good mascot. Got a big situation over there in their stadium.
The Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
Wait,
the
Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger.
Jolly Ranch.
Oh, I was going to say, I hope
Ain't
they
that
wear the
sweet.
creamsicle orange, but they're on the road, so they probably won't.
No,
Yeah.
they're in Houston. Guys,
All right.
this was a very loaded episode.
You yelled at me.
Aren't you happy? I popped your cherry. I yell at him all the time. Now it's your turn.
But that's been for years.
Yeah, true.
Welcome to the shit show. Thank you guys for tuning in to Pouring Takes Podcast. You can find all of our episodes at pouringtakes.com. We're on all the major channels. Hit us up on Discord. We've got Cowboys Therapy as a chat room. Vent all your feelings. Talk your shit. We want to hear everything. And again, we are at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club every Monday night around 6:30. Come and see us. Have a great night. Have a great week. Cheers.
Yeah.
Later,
Yeah.
dudes.
On Discord, you might actually see our run sheet.
Oh, you might. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Pouring Takes starring Charlie and Rayya. Thank you so much for coming out. This is live at the Underdog. Not really live, but we like to say it is.